Hello guys, and welcome to this Flutter tutorial series. And in this series we are going to look on how we can build high quality apps using Flutter for both Android and iOS. So before going to the coding, let me explain what Flutter is. As you can see in the screen, from the flutter.io, the official site of Flutter, it says that Flutter is a Google mobile app SDK for crafting high quality native interface on iOS and Android in record time. Flutter works with existing code, is used by developers and organizations around the world, and it is free and open source. So in simple terms, what this means that Flutter is what we can say is an alternative platform for building both iOS and Android apps at once in very small amount of time. So in this tutorial I'm going to show how you can get started with Flutter and also create a hello world sample app in Flutter. So let's get started. So to get started, just go to the flutter.io website and click on get started. Now this will take you to the get started page where you can get the detailed instruction on how to install on Windows, Mac and Linux. Since I'm in Mac, so I'll be telling you how you can install the Flutter on Mac. So just go and click on macOS, install on macOS, and you will get the detailed instruction on how to install Flutter on Mac. There are the system requirements. You need macOS, disk space of 700 MB, tools like Flutter, like Git. So a simple and easy to get started would be just download this Flutter as zip from their official site. I have already done that, and extract it somewhere and add the path as described here to add the path in your environment variable. I've already done that, so I will not be doing this. So, and after installing the path, to test if the path has been properly set, just go to terminal and type flutter test.version. This will return the version of Flutter you are currently using, and I am currently using 0.4.4, which is the latest version, along with .2.0.0 dev 54.0. so if you cannot see this, then probably the path that you have set is incorrect, and you can find the detailed instruction on how you can set the path in your official website as well as in Stack Overflow as well. So after installing this, let's create a sample app using Flutter. So for this I'm going to use my favorite IDE, which is Visual Studio Code. This is available in all platforms, Mac OS, Windows and Linux. So I'm going to show you how you can get started in Flutter using VS Code. So let's go to, this is my VS Code. To make my Flutter development easy, I have installed a package called Flutter, which you can see here. This is the Flutter code which will help in making our Flutter development environment very easy. So I advise you to install this. With this, it will also install this Dart, which is necessary to code in Flutter, since Flutter is entirely written in Dart and we have to code in Dart language. So let's go and create a Flutter application. So to make a sample Flutter application, I'm going to use the plugin that I have installed, Flutter, and type and press Command Shift and P and type Flutter new project here. What this will do is this will ask you for a name of the project you want to build. I'm going to give it the name of Flutter 101 and press enter. Now this will ask where you want to install the Flutter. So I'm going to install the project in Flutter directory which I have created earlier. So just create project. Now what this will do is this will make this file dot code flutter create dot which has the instruction to create Dart, and as you can see here in the output terminal, it is creating a sample Flutter project. so this will take some time, so see you after that. Okay, now our Flutter project has been created successfully, and you can see here that the main.dart file has been opened automatically. About the folder structure, it contains Android, iOS, lib, test folder. And the Android and iOS folder consists of their native code, with the Flutter compiles to and which is run into the respective platform, whereas the lib folder contains all the files that we are going to use and build the Flutter project. So to get started, let's first delete everything from this main.dart. I'm going to run this project in my iOS simulator, which I am going to keep side by side, so you can see the hot reloading property provided by the Flutter as well. So our main.dart is completely clear. So to get started, we need to import our package called material.dart. And like any other project, Flutter or a Dart project needs to have a main function. So we are going to give a function called void main, and this will return a run app, which will contains my app, which we are going to create now. So the Flutter plugin also gives us a handy shortcuts of creating a stateless class. So I'm going to explain what a stateless and stateful class in next tutorial. So for now, let's just create a sample hello world project. So to create a stateless class, just type stl, and this will give us Flutter stateless widget. If we type enter, and I will give the name of my app which we have created on. In this point, you may see an error here due to the fact that currently I am using the Dart 2 preview. To activate the Dart 2 preview, just press command and comma, or you can just go to the preferences folder and settings, and here you can see that I will implement this line Dart preview .2 to true. What this does is this will enable us to not to use the new keyword every time. So this is quite a handy getaway to not to type new every time. So this is the simple structure that you can create in the Flutter project. So by default, the stateless widget gives us the container, but what we are going to do is we are going to create a sample app that will just contains a toolbar, and this will just say hello world in the center of the screen. So to do that, what we need is a material app widget. So by the way, everything in the Flutter is a widget, so you can think of everything from button, toolbar, text view to everything as a widget. And here also we are returning a widget. So inside the material app, what we are going to do is we are going to give it a title of Flutter 101. And another thing what we need is we have to give it a home, which will be giving a scaffold that will contain an app bar, and we'll give an app bar a text, app bar will give an app bar, and that contains a title property which will give a text widget and name of Flutter 101. Now what this is, and this will add a app bar at the top of the app and give it a name of Flutter 101. And besides it, what we are going to do is we are going to give it a body with the center widget. The center widget consists of a child property, and in this child property we are also again going to give a text, and we are going to say hello Flutter. So this is the simple sample and the simple basic Flutter app that you can create. Now to run this project, what we can do is we can run it by either of two methods. One is going to terminal and typing Flutter run iOS, or what you can do is you can simply go to the debug tab in the VS Code and just press play. What this will do is this will run the app in the debug mode into the simulator, and this will enable the hot reloading property by default. So as you can see in our debug console, the debugging mode is currently in process, and it is launching the main.dart in my simulator, which is of iPhone 8 Plus. So let's wait for some time, and we will see that we have created a sample Hello World app in Flutter. Okay, now we have successfully run our project, and let me go through the code once again to explain you what we have been doing and what is the result in our simulator. So what this material app does is it gives the material theme to the application. The title is something that we give to the app as an app name. As for the home, what this will show everything that you want to see in the app screen. We scaffolded everything into the home, and we added an app bar with the title Flutter 101, which you can see here. This will give a default theme of blue color, which you can change later using a theme data property. So the app bar is showing Flutter 101, whereas we have the body which is below the app bar and is center aligned using this center widget, which has the child of text, which you can see here, which is saying hello Flutter. So let's demonstrate one more thing, which is the hot reloading property. So if I'm going to if I'm making any changes to this, let's say hello world from Flutter 101, and just save, then you can see here in my simulator this will do us instant hot reloading. This doesn't need to rebuild the project, so whatever we want to build can be done very fast. So guys, this is Flutter 101 Hello World tutorial. See you in next tutorial. Thank you.